Now you should have a hole, a 3.2 mil hole in your external ferrule. Okay, that goes right through to the other side. From here, what we're going to do, we have some 3 mil rod. Okay, we're going to cut a length of that that's slightly longer than the diameter of your handle. Okay, so if our handle, if we check on our vernier, that's 34 mil. Okay, so if we cut this at about 38 to 40 mil length, so just pop that in the vise, mark that 40 mil. Okay, and we can cut that with a hacksaw or now you should have a hole through your handle. We have our pin that's going to lock everything together. Okay, so we can just easily thread that through. Okay, make sure you're on a hard surface, a hard steel surface there, and let's start to just tap that through. Don't let it come through the other side. Okay, you want it so that you have a little bit hanging out both of the sides, and what we're going to do is start to mushroom the ends of these so they flatten and they lock into place, so it's not going to move anywhere. Okay, so working this over. So alternating sides, get it nice and flush. So you can see that those ends are starting to mushroom over. Okay, that stops that pin from sliding anywhere. Okay, so we just keep working that over until we get it as flat as possible. Once we've got to the point where we can't keep mushrooming those ends over, what we will do is we will take this to the metal lathe and we will face the front of our handle off so that all these surfaces are perfectly flush, and then we will just machine our external ferrule, just a layer to get that all nice and flush as well. Okay, now that you've faced off the top of your handle, what we're going to do is we're just going to machine the outside of our ferrule just to get that all nice and tidy. So load this into the chuck, make sure you have your masking tape there just protecting the timber, clamp that on nice and firm. Okay, we're going to slide our tailstock over. Okay, load a live center. So the live center is the one that has the bearings and will spin. Load that in place. Okay. Wind the live center up into that hole just to apply some pressure there to keep it all in place. Okay. And now what we can do, let's just wind that a little bit further so we can go here, get that in place. There. Okay, that's going to stop our handle, the external ferrule, from moving around too much. Okay, and we're just going to take off the smallest amount of this. Our auto feed. So when you have the auto feed on, the machine doesn't work. Once you're close, turn the auto feed off and just do the rest by hand. Wind that back to the start. And let's have a bit of a look to see. Okay, we can see here, we haven't fully, machined that round yet. So let's go a little bit more, about 1/2 mil. So just spin it around and see, that's had a nice finish on there. That should be done now. Now what we want to do, that we've machined the head of our handle around that external ferrule. We want to cut this little nodule that had the center on the end of our handle. So what we're going to do, grab some soft jaws, pop them in the vise. That just protects the timber from getting bruised, and just a layer of masking tape as well. Pop that in the vise. Firmly clamp that up without over tightening it. Hacksaw, and now let's do a nice close cut to the end of your handle. Give the end grain a little bit of a sand now. I'm just using some 80 grit sandpaper. Have that circling motion. Once you've got the rough bits out, let's go on to 120. Some wet and dry. Okay, so the last thing we need to do here is just put our final layer of burnishing oil on our timber handle, and then it's all done. Okay, so grab your oil, a nice new and clean rag. Okay, when we're using this, the tin of our oil, just have that sitting in your palm, create a nice seal, tip enough to get into the rag, okay, and then just rub that oil in nice and evenly. Okay, we can do this probably about 2 or 3 more times. Okay, and that is our timber handle. Okay.